Okay, this one's a doozy. It's the Lance. Writing for the Lance. I gotta justify like a million things. For this one, let me scroll down, check out what we got. Okay, number one, increased awareness of your strengths and areas for growth. God, yeah. Um, Coming into this process, and I can even go farther back than my junior year when I started writing for the paper my sophomore year. I was completely new to it. I had never really writing was always a strong point of mine, um, but I had never really been involved in any sort of newspaper or any publication. So coming into that, I really had not very much experience with writing in that format. So when I started working with Jenna Stoller and Sophia Karad, Noel van Artreich, Sabrina Barekzai, who was my section editor, I immediately, within I'd say like a month, I had identified weaknesses in my writing um, that's for growth. Um, and over those years, I've identified those and have worked towards improving them. Undertaking new challenges. Oh hell yeah! Managing a staff of people by myself. There's no co-editor in chief. Um, that's been a huge challenge in and of itself. Is just managing people and making sure that they're keeping up with the work that they've undertaken, while at the same time not being overbearing. And it's just kind of maintaining that balance of being like a friend and a fellow student versus being sort of like a manager. Um, there was there was a huge challenge for me. I just broke my pen. All right. Planned and initiated activities. Yes. At the beginning of every issue, we come together and I basically outline what the process of the entire month is going to be for our production schedule. Picking out dates and deadlines. Um, Working collaboratively with others, which actually kind of segues nicely into point four. Is that I would plan and initiate activities with all of my staff members. Working collaboratively with others, it's paid off so much, and I'm sure because there's some people who don't really like working in groups, whereas I feel that's where I'm most comfortable. Sometimes, actually, a lot of the times, and working one on one with people who are writing stories and taking pictures, editors who are designing their own pages, has really taught me how to work productively and work well with other students. Number five, perseverance and commitment. It's a huge commitment. We're after school, and I'm after school some days until 8:30, 9 o'clock. And on a Thursday night when you got other homework to do and you're tired and hungry, it'd be easy just to kind of bail. But showing that perseverance and commitment, to putting out a good paper, that's a huge component. Um, Engaged with issues of global importance. The global importance here being reporting the news accurately and responsibly. Um, just watching some of the news organizations on TV now, Fox News. Hi, but, oh thanks, I'm recording something for cast hours. That's cool. Yes, issues of global importance. Yeah, and so basically, especially at the high school level, it's kind of easy to fudge and half-ass some of your stories, or not really going to a reliable source for information. That'd be the easy thing to do. But it is globally important to identify. Identify. Right? Yeah. It's globally important just to be a responsible news person, because the people who are reading the things that you put out in your newspaper, they're relying on that information, and that's you know where they gather a lot of stuff. Well, there it goes. Okay, no, Peter's speaking out. Seven, ethical implications. Um, Yeah, huge ethical implications. Everyone is biased, including myself and everybody on the paper. They have their own opinions on political, social, economic, whatever issues. Um, and it'd be easy to kind of interject some of your own ideology in there, I guess. But at the same time, it's not really ethical to, if you are liberal or conservative and you're writing a report about politics, you can't be doing that. It's not ethical. Um, and developing new skills, I think that ties in nicely with number one. Um, Throughout, with my involvement in the Lance, I've learned to write a new story, to interview somebody, to take pictures for your stories, and to actually frame them well, and how to manipulate the camera. You learn how to design pages in InDesign with software that professional news organizations are using. Um, I could go on and on, but this video is getting kind of long already, so I'm going to stop it there. I've developed lots of new skills. Paid off a lot.